It's all about the base today, and I'm going to do this base only for a viewer subscriber who had said she'd like a talk through. So this is a talk through base only. If you're new here, my name is V. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year to you. First item I'm using is primer. I'm going to take the primer and I put it all over my face. So I take primer, rub it in my hands, and I put it all over my face. And I mean all over my face. Primer. The primer is not this white, but my moisturizer leaves a white cast, so I'm trying to use it up. So that's why my face looks like it's white, but it's not the primer, it's my moisturizer. I give this a little time to dry. If you want to speed it up, you can fan it a little. The second item I use is a corrector. You can buy any one. This one is by El Maquillage. I usually don't use corrector, but because I have this, I'm trying to use it up, so I'll be using corrector. When you use corrector, it does leave the face flawless. So it's nice if you're going maybe to a wedding and you want to do your makeup, or you just want to look flawless every day. So I take a little bit, I pump a little bit in my hand. Don't put too much, because if you do, when you put your foundation, wherever you have corrector that is too much, your foundation will look orange. So remember that. Then I take a brush. I never use the correct brush for what it's intended for. I just use a brush and it works for me. So you can try using the correct brush if you want to. I don't. So this is the corrector. Again, don't put too much corrector on, because if you put too much orange corrector on, when you come to put your foundation, you will have residue of orange corrector in your foundation. So that was corrector. This is what it looks like after it's well blended. Next product I have is an under eye brightener by Becca. I bought this, but I hardly use it. Very rare. You can see I have dipped in it a couple times, but that's it. I'm using this eye lightener, brightener, lightener. If you want under your eyes to look bright, you can use this. Or you can use a lighter concealer under your eye, or a lighter foundation that is not your skin tone. This is not my skin tone. Sometimes I use it under my eye as a lightener. So these are ways you can lighten under your eye: a concealer or a lighter foundation. Again, this is the lightener on the eye brightener by Becca. Now that I have all of that on, I'm ready to put my foundation. This is the foundation I'm using by El Maquillage. I'm using this foundation by El Maquillage. It said woke up like this. Remember to shake your foundation. You want to shake it to make sure it's all mixed up properly. I'm going to use 2 pumps, and if I need more, I will use more. This is a flat foundation brush. I'll take that and I will put the foundation everywhere that I need it. I take the foundation and I go over this. See the difference? Now that I have put foundation over it so it doesn't look like this. This is not what you want. You want this. Now that I'm done with the foundation, I am going to let it dry a little before I put my finishing powder, because you have to set your foundation. Liquid foundation, cream foundation need to be set or else it will slide right off your face. So I always like it to be dry first. I don't put the powder right over it. I give it a little bit of time to dry down and then I do the powder. I'm using the Laura Mercier loose finishing powder. I usually like a press powder. That's my loose finishing powder and I put it everywhere. You can use a wedge sponge, piece of sponge, or you can use a powder puff. I'll use the wedge under my eye and then the powder puff everywhere. Sometimes I just use one and I do everything. Don't swipe, just tap it in place. You will use the brush, a big fluffy brush later, to brush it all off, but tap it in. Now I take my powder puff, I turn it like this, I go in here and I just dab it in there because I want this all over my face now, because I am going to set this liquid foundation in place. I take a big fluffy brush or just a fluffy brush and I go over it. I'm taking out excess face powder. This is the complete face base only makeup. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer you. All the products that I used, I showed you what I used. Today's card, we will see. This is the deck. This is what it looks like. I will shuffle and pull a card and we'll see what our card for today is. And our card for today is action. Action is today's card. Take action. And the action card says you have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Action. This is your card for today. Use it in whatever way you see fit and have fun. And this is the complete look. The products I use: primer, corrector, under eye brightener, foundation, and finishing powder. This is all you need to do a base only look, and you can go out just like this. Always remember, self is first. Love self plenty, take care of self, and I Simply Makeup is telling you to go out there and live life. Life is short. Very, very short. Enjoy it to the fullest because things can change from 1 minute to the next. I will see you soon. Bye.